If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Seahawks lengthy corner. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals under the lights on Thursday night.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Is 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3, usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago: 21 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hit. Down gain of 26 yards. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Swim.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Murray now. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Play fake. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Seahawks at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get it up just short of the 45.
Certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time. Should get sometimes I think about it, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You think about this strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that's a great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All night. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dawson Knox, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. From the 6. To run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Coming to the line here. The Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They run a draw here on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Metcalf. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second.
Scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Good games.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard from the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Second and 9 now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Taking it about the 16. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Murray now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, Parker. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Murray off play action. Forced out to his left. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night match. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. is. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they take a knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late time.